So today we are going to be putting on fresh tires. We are going to be powder coating the back wheels, kind of going through a few things and making this bike look a little nicer and be able to ride it down the road. Because these tires, they're ruined now, but they had some pretty good dry rot on them. So we're gonna put some new tires on. This thing will be rideable and good to go. Jesus Christ, dude. Street bike man. This kid does not look like he's at home on this fucking thing. He says, this ain't a Harley, where's the shakes?
I may have made more work for myself.
Just get a plastic scrapie.
Just get a spoon, eat it up.
Yeah.
Ew.
Put it back on the tire. Look at
Okay, we're gonna be working on some aesthetics and safety on the CBR. Safety-wise, new tires. Need some new tires. These ones are absolutely spanked. They're dry rotted. We just killed them. Got my eBay Johns. Was it a good idea? Probably not. Probably should have got some. They were super cheap, like $120 for both tires. It's pretty bad. I wasn't expecting this bike to turn out like pretty decent. So like I bought the tires before. I thought it was gonna be like kind of a shit bike, but it's turning out pretty good. So we'll run those tires for now. It'll be safe to roll around. Hopefully there's no high spots, low spots. I'll try and do like a DIY balance or whatever, and we'll get those on. So since we're doing tires, I figured I might as well powder coat the wheels. This one is gloss black for some reason, and this one is matte black for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but they're losing their paint anyway. So I figured get them powder coated by my buddy James over at Northeast Powder Coating. He does an awesome job, fast turnaround times, so gotta get those off. In order to get those off, need a couple stands. One of them is my buddy Alex. One of them is my buddy Cody's. Shout out to you guys for letting me borrow them. The front one's a little funky. It goes like in the front fork somehow. I'll have to figure that out. And then the back one is attached from these little swing arm spools. I got these on Amazon. They were pretty cheap. They work. All I gotta do is they just bolt in and you scoop up the back of it and fix the bike up. Pretty self-explanatory. I had to drill out one of the holes because it's kind of mooshed, and I had to tap a new hole. Not the end of the world, works fine. I need to get these wheels off and then pop the bearings out. That's the other thing. I bought brand new all balls wheel bearings for the front and for the back. We're not gonna reuse them. It'll have fresh powder, fresh tires, fresh wheel bearings, and we'll be in business. The only thing I might order is a fresh chain. I think the sprocket's probably all right. This chain's a little too far gone. And hopefully once the tire and wheel is out of the way, I'll be able to get in the crevices a little bit more and kind of clean this up. I will end up powder coating this at some point because I really do like how the black swing arm and the black frame looks. But for phase one, I don't think it fits the budget. We're just gonna try and clean this guy up as best as I can, make it look pretty decent. And yeah, dude, this bike is coming along well. Let's get those wheels off, boys. Now that I'm street bikey Mikey, I gotta invest in my own stands, to be honest. This one, it's kind of fucking pushing up against this real hard, like. It goes into the frame, like into the triple tree thing, I think. So, yeah, it's good. As long as I don't bump it or crack these, I'll be all right. Okay, so I can't pull the axle out because of the fucking thing. A little shite. I'm gonna have to use my thinking cap, I suppose. Back one's nice and easy to work on, so that's cool. But the front one, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? I mean, I guess I could put a motorcycle lift under here and just jack up the thingy-ma-boopers. Okay. I get back to you once I think a big brain move. All right, this is the situation we got here. I'm picking up the bike from the pipes. This jack's notorious for letting go and just letting bikes lay on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead, take the front wheel off, then slide my shingy-ma-bobber back in place so the front is supported, and then work my way to the back, get this jack out of the way. All right, we got the brake rotors and the sprocket off of the wheels. Now, I want to take the bearings out, clean as much grease out as I can, chop this valve stem. I'm gonna let go of the air with this fella first. It's gonna go. Now, last two things I need to do, I need to take the tires off of the wheels themselves and cut the valve stem and then pop the bearings out. Now, I don't know how these are sitting there, but we'll figure this out. So we got these two little dust seals. There's one on each side of the bearings. I just pried those out. If you look down there, you can see that there's like a little washer mabobber here. It's just kind of an edge. If you go down even further, you can kind of see the bearing. I'm not gonna film myself do this because you guys are gonna roast the hell out of me, but basically I'm gonna stick a screwdriver down there, catch a little bit of that, and then just start beating on it until the until the bearings come out, because I'm gonna replace these. Honestly, easier than I thought. Just a little bit of brute force and ignorance. You just take a punch, you stick it in there, get the edge, and then pow, 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 get one of them out. This thing falls out, flip it over, pop the other guy out. Gonna do the same thing for the rear wheel now. Maybe that one's a little harder, maybe it's easier. We'll find out. Bada bang, bada boom. On the right here, we got a rubber O-ring. I'm gonna record myself saying that so I remember it. I'm gonna take that off. We don't have one on this side. Yeah, okay, so I gotta take this off. Then, luckily, I have a tire machine, which is for cars, but can make it happen. Get these bike tires off and then wipe them down, clean them up a little bit, and then these are good for sandblasting and powder coating. You can clearly see the difference in color now. This bike is definitely been crashed and hodgepodge together before, but as long as it's all one piece now, I don't really give a shit. We are good for powder coat, which is pretty sick. Cleaned them up, got the valve stems out, bearings are out, tires are off. Bada bing, bada boom. Just dropped off the wheels to James's house. He's gonna pick those up and he's gonna work some magic. While James is powder coating the wheels, I have been trying to think of a game plan for phase 1 of the CBR. Now, this might be a little half-assy, but that is okay. For now, I'm thinking take the swing arm off. I kinda am gonna run with the brushed finish. What I am doing is taking a Scotch-Brite pad and some brake clean and basically just rubbing it onto there, and it's giving it like a brush finish, but ultimately I just want to get all of this shit off. So I will I could get some Scotch-Brite and give it like a nice brush finish with it off. So I'm thinking take this off, get this all cleaned up, get all the black goop off of it, the spray paint shit, and it'll be looking a hell of a lot better. From the factory, these are silver, and I believe the frame is black. Now, do I go crazy? Do I pull everything off, pull the frame, and get it powder coated? Maybe. Not right this second, though. I want to have the bike together and just kind of make it look decent for phase number 1. So I'm not saying this is the paint that I'm going to use, but this is some sort of texture black, wrinkle black paint. This is Harley Davidson paint right here. The VHT stuff works pretty good too. So I'm thinking about taking off the tank cover, taking off a lot of stuff, masking what can be seen. Basically, I think all you can see from the side profile is this piece here, and then the rest is kind of hidden behind plastic. So I'm thinking about masking it all off, painting it with wrinkle black, and having that kind of be like, okay, it doesn't look like absolute poopy dog shit. Along with that, taking this off and just kind of getting the spray paint off of the engine case itself. I think that looks kind of trashy. I got a pretty controversial upgrade here. Maybe not an upgrade, but I'm a shorty, and this is a lowering link kit. This is free because it came with the bike. This allows it to lower the bike either 1 inch or 3 inches. I'm a short fella. I'm on my little tippy toe, like big toe in it, that thing. So I'm thinking put these on, lower the back a little bit, lower the front just a little bit by loosening up the triple clamp and sliding those through. I don't want to fuck the geometry up too much. That's why these are controversial. Like, you might fuck up the geometry of the bike a little bit. If it makes it a little bit easier for riding, I'm going to do it. At least do the 1 inch lower, and maybe I'll be able to tippy toe it a little bit better. I'm going to take the jack, put it underneath the bike, pick it up here, unbolt the rear subframe, and hopefully make it look all pretty. Well, I got the swing arm out. Look at this friggin' thing, dude. Oh my god. This thing has no business standing on this stand like this. It almost fell over like 3 times. I'm glad I didn't film it because, oh, dude, it's cocked pretty bad this way. All right, I'm going to leave it the way it is. Gonna try my best to be real fast like at cleaning this up and then put it back on, install the lowering links. Let me see if I can even clean this up a little bit though. I think if I just get some elbow grease and just, it'll look a little bit better. Good gravy. After like an hour of scrubbing with brake clean and a Scotch spray pad, I cleaned it up enough to the point where like I'm happy with it. It's not perfect. I'll get there eventually. You probably won't notice it on the bike. This will be way cleaner than anything else on the bike. Also, I want to go put these lowering links on, and they're like super cheap Chinese garbage, so I'm going to just keep tippy-toe on the bike. I wasn't happy with the quality of them. These ones at least have bearings and everything. These ones don't. I don't know. I just didn't like the fit and finish of it, so I'm going to probably take a break, honestly. It's 7 o'clock at night. I'm high off of brake clean fumes. The only thing I do need to do is figure out how I'm supposed to support this because this jack is known to fail overnight. I don't know why. It just does. But yeah, I'd like to clean up in here too. So, kind of ugly. But this looks nice and shiny and I'll take it. It's not perfect, obviously. The closer you get, the more imperfections you see. It's just like little scratchies and stuff. But it's going to look good for phase 1. Oh, shit. Well, I guess I gotta figure out how to pick this up now. Hopefully nothing broke. Well, this sucks ass, dude. I don't know how I'm supposed to put this back together. Oh, shoot. Well, that was fucking dumb on my part. I'm not used to working on these sport bikes, man. Well, I got it back on this thing somehow. It's kind of chunky and heavy. Don't tip it over the other way. Goddamn, son. Well, got the first drop out the way, everybody. Maybe I will put the swing arm back on. This is sketchy. Yeah, I'm going to put the swing arm back on somehow, but I need to make sure this isn't fucking sketchy. Don't forget, if you guys are going to use a motorcycle jack, make sure to strap your bike down. I'm glad I didn't film that. That was just like, probably 30 minutes of me throwing my fucking back out, dude. Oh, my Lanta. All right. Now I'm going to call it a day. Holy smokes. All right. I'm going to pick this up in the morning. Go pick up my wheels from James. He just sent me a video of them, and they look fucking sweet. So, I can't wait till this thing's on the ground, dude. Fuck these little stands. These stands are fucking awful. Honestly, the jack was the worst part. The stands are fine. But the method of picking it up is stupid. I don't know. I don't like it. I'll see you in the morning. What's good, everybody? We're going to pick up the wheels from James' powder coating facility. I'm excited. I told him he could do whatever color he wants. And what I mean by that is whatever shade of black. He can do satin. He can do matte. He can do gloss. And he did gloss. And it looks, chef kiss. Bag secured. Time to mount these. Put wheel bearings in, mount the tires, maybe balance them. I don't have a balancer that'll work, but we'll get there. Damn, son. These cheap Chinese tires don't look too bad. Oh, I shouldn't have fucking got such cheap tires, but that's all right. These are all wet. These don't look like this. Wait till they're clean. They look freaking amazing. Good job, James. Looks fantastic. So if you look right here, this is my redneck balancer. I have a 1/2-inch socket. I've got 2 jack stands, and I have the wheel. This is obviously not the correct way to do this. Don't do this, but this is what I've got going on right now. I have a wheel balancer for cars, but it does not work with motorcycle stuff. So basically we have our wheel floating. Like it spins, it's not hitting anything, we're good. So we have our valve stem at 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and then all we're gonna do is let go, and it is going to slowly rotate to where the heaviest part of the wheel is down south. And that happens to be right here. So this is the heaviest point, go straight up. This is the lightest point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a 1/4 ounce weight. That's the smallest that I got. I'm gonna stick that right here and then do the test over again. And in theory, you wanna get it to the point where you let go and it just stays where it is. The valve stem doesn't need to rotate, it doesn't need to move, anything like that. All right, I don't want to go too crazy with it. I've got it to the point where I have 1 ounce of wheel weights on there. We just have a quarter, you know, just kind of have them chilling there. And I let go, and it's pretty dang good. So I think we're all set. I just got to do the same thing with the front wheel, and we'll call it a freaking day. Do I paint the frame while it's like this, or do I put it all together, not together, but put the wheels back on and everything, and then paint the frame? I'm thinking paint the frame now. There's less stuff in the way. Take the tank off, take the cover off, kind of move some shit out of the way, and then just give it a little little spray paint job. We're gonna rough it up with a scuff pad, wipe it down with alcohol, scuff it up. I do plan on powder coating the frame in the future, but for now, for phase 1, I want the bike to not look like a total piece of shit, and I want to be able to ride it. That's it, and we'll be good. And a $1,000 budget. $1,000 budget would be perfect. After some bolt removing and stuff, I've got pretty fair amount of room on the frame. Anything that's exposed, I'm going to try and get to. Like this part up here, you'll see a little bit, so I'll try and hit that. And I believe this is covered by the plastics. This is all exposed here, and this is all exposed here. So I gotta look at some pictures and see exactly what is exposed, and I'm just gonna hit that. I'm not gonna go crazy trying to get the entire frame. It's just gonna be like, if you can see it with the plastics on and the bike together, that's what I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna get some wrinkle black VHT paint from AutoZone, scuff it up, wipe it down, spray it, heat it with a heat gun, and it'll bubble up and look a little textured. This is so sketchy, but it is what it is. I've got the jack under here holding this up for right now. I was gonna just do the frame and not really do the front. You can see this through it. So I just went ahead and sprayed this without the front jack on there just because I can turn the bars. So gonna do a little bit in the front here and then turn the bars, do a little bit on that side if I can, and then put it back on the jack, get rid of the strap that's going along here. Yeah, so didn't actually break into the budget. Found this in the cabinet of mystery over here, which is sweet. So in order to do this, you really shake the hell out of it, put a couple coats on there, and then you get a heat gun and just kind of heat it up, and it starts to create like a little wrinkled texture-y shabooby boppy. This is an interesting decision. I mean, I think it'll look a hell of a lot better. Is it a permanent solution? No, I don't think so. But for now, it'd be looking pretty fly. So like half the reason I'm doing the wrinkle paint is because this shit's not gonna come off, dude. I'm gonna have to sit there and sand it like crazy. If it's textured, I'm hoping it'll hide some of it. I don't think it's gonna be totally invisible. I know you're gonna see it. Somebody who painted this or whatever came out a little rough. So gonna do that. Hopefully it's like a satiny finish and be all right. You can see it starting. As you heat it up, it gets textury. It kind of looks like grip tape, dude. So I'm gonna do the entire thing. I might have to do a couple more coats, we'll see, but it like naturally looks all imperfect. So I'm hoping it hides stuff like that, where it's like absolutely fucked. So we'll see. I think it was a good choice for like a quick budget fix if I didn't want to do all this, but I believe we're gonna powder coat it at some point. But for now, I think it will turn out pretty good. From here, dude, this thing looks sick. So you can see the texture I'm talking about. We got like an imperfect, like I did put a little too much on in a couple spots, but it's like textured and it's pretty hard and it's somewhat factory looking. I mean, I don't know. It looks a hell of a lot better than I think gloss would have. It would have looked pretty cheesy. Ultimately, this is a temporary solution, but from right here, the frame and the swing arm are looking really fucking awesome. The last thing I need to do to make the aesthetics like really good is just get all the paint off of the engine cases and everything, and then I believe everything else will be covered, so it'll actually look pretty sick. So yeah, I gotta let this dry for a little bit. I think I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna go over and show you guys a couple things that I got as well, and then kind of want to tally up the entire budget so far and kind of see where we're at. Right here, we've got ugly ass grips. These are disgusting. So I went ahead and I picked up some of these. These are my favorite type of grips for like street bikey stuff. Pro Grip, they're just comfy, basic grips. Those, I do not know how much they were, but the price will be here. Since I took the wheels off, I got myself a new chain. I cut the old one. I said, fuck it. The master link was stuck. So we got a new chain. And also, I took the sprocket off, and there was a couple teeth missing on the sprocket. So I figured, get myself a new chain, new sprocket kit. I bought it off of eBay. I didn't get the cheapest total garbage. I got like middle of the line. It's just a steel chain. I believe it's an O-ring chain. It's not too bad, and the price of that is right here. We're gonna have to do some selling of stuff. I'm damn near sure we're gonna be like really close to the $1,000 budget, but luckily I have some goodies that came with the bike. I can sell some parts off of, like not off of it, but the extra stuff that I have, I think I can sell and bring it back down to the $1,000 budget. We've got almost a full set of extra plastics, the factory OEM stuff. I don't care if I use aftermarket, that's fine. I don't care if I use the OEM plastics, I'll be fine with the aftermarket. So the OEM plastics are worth a good chunk of money. So I can go ahead and post those individually, the ones that are good anyway, on eBay and sell those to try and drop the cost down a little bit. We also have a full wiring harness. I think there's 2 of them in here, and also an extra ECU. Presumably this person had 2 bikes and they totaled one, or they totaled one and then picked up another one and ripped all the stuff off. So yeah, there's a lot of extra stuff that has made its way to this bike. It's a hodgepodge of a bunch of different shit put together. All right, so we got our wheel bearings. The price for the wheel bearings is here. We got our cheap eBay tires. I bought them in a pair, bought those together. The price is right here. Powder coat. My buddy James, he hooked me up. He said 200 bucks. I normally charge 300. Charge me 200 bucks to be an absolute G and help towards the cause. I know that's cheating a little bit. I don't care. We got our swing arm spools. Air filter, oil, and filter. Needed a new coolant expansion tank. Needed a set of fork seals. We still need to do that. I believe I have fluid. It's going to be real close. If I have enough fluid, I don't really want to have to buy this just to keep the budget down, but I did find some fork oil. It's like yay full. I think I just did forks on my 110 or something, but hopefully that is enough oil so I don't have to add into the budget anymore. So we got to do those still. That will happen in the next episode, along with getting this thing together, dude. I cannot wait to see phase 1 of the CBR all together. We're going to leave the same matte black plastics. It's just going to have a black frame, fresh wheels. It's going to be looking good. There's honestly so much to do, and I've been a busy guy in here trying to make money on the side as well. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys once this bike is together. It's going to be coming out pretty soon. So I forgot to include a few things. This is everything I have into the bike so far. Including the purchase price of the bike, we have a whopping total of $1,037.58. And the biggest kick in the balls here is that the stator was $53.49, and that didn't fix the problem. So if I didn't waste the money on the stator, I would have been under budget still. Slightly over budget, but I think I can recoup some of that money selling parts on eBay. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I hope you guys have a good night.